So this is a trick question. Any waterproofing you do outside is 98% of the time it can take care of the whole problem you have. When you walk into a finished basement and you can't see anything, you are assuming that the water is coming from the exterior when it could be coming from the floating slab that is underneath. To do that, what we recommend is to do a flood cut. No matter what the problem is, you want to take 1 foot to 2 foot of the sheetrock off so you can physically see the wall itself. And the bottom part of the wall can tell you how you need to repair the house. You can see the water damage. If it's coming from a single crack that you can't see outside, that's either under a deck or things in that aspect, you can see it in the flood cut because the cracks are going to be from the top of the foundation to the bottom. There's not a 100% accurate answer to that because doing everything outside takes care of a majority of the water because you're allowing it somewhere to go. But if you have a high water table in that area, doing it outside isn't going to correct the water problem. We go over and beyond on our waterproofing because with any homeowner, doing a structural or waterproofing repair on your house is a huge investment on your biggest investment. We use a 60 mil Melroll membrane. It's definitely overdone for what we need, but we don't want you to have to call us back for the repair that you paid us to do. Your typical traditional waterproofing is when they build the house, they come in, they use a spray tar, and they spray the foundation, they let it cure, and then they put in a corrugated pipe on top of the footing and run it around. Once they do that, they put about 1 foot to 2 foot of gravel in there, and that holds for about 5 to 10 years. What happens to the gravel is that loose soil that they backfill around the house is going to expand and retract with the water. And as it expands and retracts, it actually eats the gravel at a slow time period with it. So over time, that gravel has disappeared and that corrugated pipe is encased in soil. If it's encased in soil and that soil in the actual soil is expanded, water can't get through it. And water can't get to the drain, it has nowhere to go. So that's where you get the hydrostatic pressure, and that's where you start getting cracks on the wall that allow the water to come in. Once that wall moves, that waterproof spray breaks. It doesn't hold very well at all. With our method, we clean the entire wall off. We run the 60 mil waterproof membrane down the wall and over the footing. So we are taking care of everything on that wall and the exterior cold joint where the footing and the wall meet. So that way there's no access points for water intrusion from where we're working. We also use a triple wall PVC perforated pipe. It's crush proof, and we put it next to the footing. The reason why we put it next to the footing is your basement floor is poured on the footing. So if that 4-inch pipe is on the footing on the exterior, then that water has to build up 2 or 3 inches to get in that pipe itself. It's already 2 or 3 inches on the slab in the basement. So if we put that pipe next to the drain, or next to the footing itself, that water is built up and caught before it even has a chance to try to make its way through the cold joint. We run ours to daylight if possible, or we run that to a interior sump pump because most cities won't allow you to tie back into the sewers. So we have to do a different method. We run that into the sump pump. So what happens is that pump is constantly running and it's forcing the water out versus gravity. That's where we get the longevity of our waterproofing, and we put our lifetime warranties on our waterproofing.